Welcome to episode 67 of G Hello's Beer Reviews. This evening I will be reviewing, I'll get that out in a minute. Trust me, it's my first beer. Erdinger Oktoberfest Weissbier, so the wheat beer. So this is the Oktoberfest edition from Erdinger. I've had a number of other brews from this brewery. A couple I've reviewed, I think, or a few before, if you go in my past reviews, and they've always been of high quality, so I'm looking forward to this. I believe Swillengrog also reviewed this a little while ago now, but and he seemed to like it. So on the back, it's just telling a lot of different languages here, but it says it's bottled fermented. Yeah, and just a lot of different languages, so I can't really get into that. But it comes in a 500 milliliter bottle, and its alcohol percentage, it doesn't actually say here. You know, I should check this before I do it, shouldn't I? Don't mean to drag this on, but I'm just trying to find. Oh, here we are. It's written in small font here. 5.7% alcohol by volume. So it's a little bit more than some other wheat beers, slightly. Anyway, without further delay, let's crack it open. Okay, smells like a good wheat beer. I've just got a chilled wheat beer glass, and here it's foaming up already. I tried to go a bit easy with it, but this really small neck always does it, especially with these type of beers. Okay, just please bear with me. These type of beers need to take a little bit of time to get it going. But while that's settling, I'll just have a look at the appearance. As for carbonation, you know, wheat beers, particularly in this glass, like you can just see the carbonation working there. Extremely carbonated. As for the colour, it's a dark straw colour, very cloudy in appearance. You can see your fingers through it, but they're blurred. Yeah, so it's a dark golden straw colour. As for the head, very thick consistency in the head, and it's an off-white colour. I'll just try and get most of this in because I want to get the yeast in the beer. I think, as always, it's very important. The problem with these beers, I probably should edit these reviews because you sit around too long waiting for the beer to settle. But I should be able to get most of it in here without dragging it on too much. Anyway, while that's settling down there, I'll go on to the smell. I'm picking up a very malty, bready smell. As I always said, like the sponge cake sort of smell. Picking up banana. And some clove. But there is a definite banana smell there. Okay, I'll just get most of this in here and I'll have a sip, and while that's settling I can get the rest in there. So it's looking awesome. Like, look at that head on it. Looks magnificent. Alright, the most important part, the taste test. Cheers. Very carbonated. Well, first up, I'm getting a really sweet, bready, malty taste. Again, sort of like a sponge cake sort of flavour. A little bit of bitterness there. Yeah, nice little bit of bitterness. Let's give it another go. It's a lot sharper than Erdinger's other wheat beer, or their standard wheat beer. It's got a much sharper taste, and it's lighter in the mouthfeel. Oktoberfest beers, from my knowledge, tend to be like that, lighter in body, and it definitely is that in this case. But it's got a nice banana taste there, a nice sweetie, sort of sweeter malt taste, but with a little bit of bitterness that lingers in the palate, which is quite nice. I'll just try and get the rest of this in here so I can get all the yeast. And as we can see from that, that's just, yeah, it's really made the beer even a bit more cloudy. Let's give it another sip. Yeah, good wheat beer. I wouldn't say it is, as I mentioned, as thick or as bready, if the bready malts, if you want to use that term, as the standard fare, particularly from the Erdinger brewery. It is a lot lighter and a lot more crisp. But in saying that, it's very refreshing, and if you want something in that style, this will be it for you. So really good. I'll give it one more sip and a score. Yeah, so this is actually brewed in Germany, and so what would I give it? I'd have to say that for me the Erdinger standard wheat beer I prefer. That's not to say this is a bad beer, but it is very good in its own right. But I actually prefer the standard style. But that's just a matter of preference. This isn't a bad beer at all. And in saying that, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's a very good wheat beer, and if you see it around, as it is only a special edition, only for Oktoberfest, pick one up because you won't be able to get it any other time in the year. So 8.5 out of 10 for Erdinger Oktoberfest Weissbier. Thanks for watching another G Hello Beer review, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.